Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, today come back again with me Gazi, and now I will tell you some news that you maybe never know. That's and now I will to tell it to you. The first case is the Great Train Robbery. In the early of 1960, a gang of criminals led by Bruce Reynolds heard from an inside source that a Royal Mail train from Glasgow to London would be carrying an unusually large amount of cash. Normally, the train carried about €300,000, but on this night, August 8, 1963, it was carrying €2.6 million in used banknotes. The gang was made up of 15 men, including Reynolds, Gordon Goody, Charlie Wilson, and Ronald Biggs. They carefully planned the robbery for a month. The haze. At 3 a.m., the gang tampered with a railway signal near Letburn, Buckinghamshire, switching it from green to red with a fake battery-powered light. The train driver, Jack Mills, stopped the train thinking it was a normal signal. The robber boarded the train. They planned to uncouple the first two carriages while the money was stored and move it down the track to a waiting truck. But there was a problem. None of the robbers could drive the train. They had brought along a retired train driver, but he could operate this new locomotive model. So they forced Jack Mill to move the train, during which he was hit on the head and badly injured. The escape. The gang drove the money to a hideout at Little Slide Farm, where they divided the case. They planned to lie low for weeks, but they made a mistake. They played a long game of Monopoly using real stolen money to keep track of shares. This left fingerprints everywhere. The police later found the farm, the game, and many clues. The aftermath. The robbery shocked Britain. It was bold, daring, and almost cinematic. Most of the gang were caught within a year. In 1664, 11 of them were sentenced to 30 years in prison each, one of the harshest sentences in British legal history. But the story didn't end there. Ronald Biggs, one of the robbers, famously escaped prison in 1965 and fled to Brazil, living as a fugitive for 56 years before returning to the UK in 2001. The money, much of it, was never recovered. The legacy. The Great Train Robbery became legendary because it was during but not later. So the driver was badly hurt. It captured the public imagination with newspapers portraying the robber almost like folk heroes. Movies, books, and TV shows have retold the story many times. In the end, the gang thought they had pulled off the perfect heist, but their own mistakes, especially leaving evidence, broke them down. And now the second news is some earthquakes in Aceh. In the 2004 Aceh earthquake and tsunami, that December 26, 2024, epicenter of the west coast of northern Sumatra, Indonesia, near Aceh province, magnitude 9.1 until 9.3 magnitude, one of the strongest ever recorded. Focus depth 30 km below the seabed. What happened? The earthquake occurred along the Sunda Magniferous Fault, where the Indo-Australian Plate is subsiding under the Eurasian Plate. A section of the seabed about 1,200 km long suddenly shifted upward by several meters. This sudden movement displaced a massive volume of water, creating one of the deadliest tsunamis in history. The tsunami. Within minutes, giant waves, some over 30 meters high, Torak Aceh coastline. In the following hours, the tsunami spread across the Indian Ocean, devastating coastal areas in Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, Maldives, and even reaching Africa. Entire villages in Aceh were wiped out. Banda Aceh, the provincial capital, was almost completely destroyed. The human impact. Death 230,000 people across 14 countries, with around 170,000 in Aceh alone. Displaced more than 50,000 people. 500,000 people lost their home in Aceh. Survivors many suffered from trauma, loss of families, and destruction for livelihoods. Global response. The world responded with an unprecedented humanitarian effort. Billions of dollars in aid and relief came from government, NGO, and individuals worldwide. The disaster also led to the establishment of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning System to prevent such a large-scale loss of life in the future. Recovery. Aceh underwent massive rebuilding supported by international aid. Intelligently, the tragedy also pushed forward the peace process between the Indonesian government and the Free Aceh movement (GAM), ending the decade of conflict in 2005. And now, one news again, need to know the 2010 Haiti earthquake. Date is January 12, 2010. Epicenter near legend about 250 km of Port-au-Prince, Haiti capital. Magnitude 7.7 magnitude. Depth shallow around 13 km, making it especially destructive. What happened? Haiti lies on the boundary of Caribbean and North American plates. The earthquake struck a highly populated area with a poorly constructed building in less than 40 seconds of shaking. Much of Port-au-Prince collapsed. Human impact. 220,000 people died. Injured more than 300,000 people. Despite over 1.5 million people lost their home, the infrastructure, hospital, school, government building, even the presidential palace was destroyed. Global response. Countries worldwide sent rescue team, medical aid, and financial help. The United Nations launched one of its largest relief operations, yet aid distribution faced the challenge damage road, lack of coordination, and political issues slowed recovery. Haiti was already one of the world's poorest countries before the quake. Rebuilding has been slow, and many people live in temporary shelter for years. The disaster highlights the improved tension of earthquake-resistant construction in vulnerable regions. The 2010 Haiti earthquake is remembered as one of the worst humanitarian disasters of 21st century, not only for the life lost but also for animals struggle to recover afterward. Okay, maybe that's all for me for all the news I can send to you. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.